All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the New England Patriots. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw on second down, Hunter. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, Hunter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Let's go!
The play fake. Hunter escaping the and pressure gets to him again. Michael Brockers in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime.
Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round. Cut.
Operating from the gun, Hunter. And able to find Dorsett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Ohio. Ohio. Hot. Flex round. Flex round. Hot.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he cuts it all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for him right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. Dances by at the 20.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Flex round! Flex round! Check your backer, check your backer. Flex round! Flex round!
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ohio! Ohio!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hunter toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Hunter. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling. All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the New England Patriots. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on second down, Hunter. Steps away to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This is Michel on the counter. And the ball is knocked out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle made by Derek Rivers.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
3rd and 2, Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The 13 yards that time at a first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38.
Ohio! 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 Check three!
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Hut! Ohio! Ohio!
Back to throw. Hunter. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
A give. This is Michel. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Off play action. Hunter. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Operating from the gun. Hunter flushed out right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Goff. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, here's Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Hunter. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run with Michelle. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackles.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Looking to throw. Hunter. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cordero Patterson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And he knocks it through. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Go!
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1